Hey folks, David Tao with barbend.com, and we have all the information you need on how to watch the finals of this year's Reebok CrossFit Games. Now, it's worth noting that stage one of this year's CrossFit Games, which determined the top 5 women and top 5 men who will compete in the finals, it was not broadcast live. Athletes were competing remotely, and we were finding out their scores and highlights from the workouts at the same time they were via CrossFit HQ's studio broadcast. But this time for the finals, just those top 10 athletes, there will be live broadcasts, and you've got a lot of options on how to watch. We'll bring you that information in just a second, but before we do, make sure to subscribe to Barbend on YouTube. Yes, YouTube, you're already on YouTube. Here's a hint, YouTube is actually one of the places you'll be able to watch the finals of this year's CrossFit Games, so go ahead and subscribe to Barbend to stay up to date on all things CrossFit, weightlifting, powerlifting, strongman, and more. So unlike stage one, the finals of this year's CrossFit Games will be broadcast live. You have 4 options on how to watch, and we'll outline those one by one. But the first question, when does it happen? Now, originally the finals were slated for between October 19th and the 25th, but it looks like the athletes will only be competing on that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's October 23rd, 24th, and 25th. So it won't be a full week-long event. There will only be 3 main competition days. So how can you watch this year's CrossFit Games finals live? Well, the first option, CrossFit's YouTube channel, which will also be embedded on games.crossfit.com. Another option, CrossFit's Facebook page. Now, CrossFit was off Facebook for a while. They're back on Facebook now. You'll be able to watch live on Facebook. All the action will also be broadcast live on Pluto TV. The fourth option for how to watch the CrossFit Games live is an exciting one. CrossFit is making a return to broadcast television, and CBS Sports will be covering the event from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific on Saturday the 24th. So a 2-hour block of live broadcast television, which is a really interesting thing and a really cool way for the sport to reach potentially new audiences. Now let's talk about scheduling. And all the times I'm going to list right now are in Pacific time. That's the time local to Aromas, California. The action kicks off Friday, October 23rd at 8 a.m. Pacific and goes all the way until 5:30 p.m. Pacific. And there are actually 4 competition blocks listed on Friday. One of them just 10 minutes long, so we don't exactly know what that's going to entail just yet or what that means for the athletes. And by the way, we have a full how to watch article where we break down this schedule more specifically. We'll link to that in the description below and in a card right about here. On Saturday, the action kicks off at 10 a.m. Pacific time and runs in 3 different blocks until 4:40 p.m. Pacific time. And then on Sunday, the final day of competition, the action kicks off at 10 a.m. Pacific and runs in 3 different competition blocks until 4 p.m. Pacific. So there you have it, a lot of options to watch this year's CrossFit Games finals live as CrossFit works to determine the fittest man and woman on earth. Who are you cheering for? Can anyone stop the unbelievable momentum that Matt Fraser and Tia Claire Toomey have going into the event? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until then, I'm David Tao for barbend.com. Thanks for watching.